Today I'm going to be ranking the top 3 NFL draft picks from each draft since 2018. I'm not going to be ranking the 2024 top 3 NFL draft picks because it's only been 1 year. So we're starting out in the 2023 NFL draft, and the first pick is the Panthers selecting QB Bryce Young out of Alabama. Bryce Young had like a really bad rookie year. It was just really bad. The Panthers went like 2-15. And then the second year, his sophomore year, he started out really bad again. Panthers looked like a dumpster fire. The Panthers literally benched him for Andy Dalton, and then he comes back, and for some reason, he just understands it now. So we'll see what the future holds for him, but for now, I think he's doing a good job, and I think the Panthers should build around him. And with the second pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select C.J. Stroud, QB out of Ohio State. And C.J. Stroud had a really good rookie year. It was great. He had 23 touchdowns to 5 picks, and he led his team for a playoff win in 10-7. That's really good. And for some reason, sophomore slump, I don't know what's going on with him, but hey, they clinched the division, so we'll see what comes from next, and I think he'll be okay. And with the third pick of the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Will Anderson Jr. out of Alabama. There's no doubt about it. He's just a top 10 edge rusher in the league, top 10 sacks. He's just amazing. I think this is a great pick by the Texans. I give this draft grade, the top 3 picks, a B-B. We just need to see another year from them, and we'll actually see their true colors and all. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Now on to the 2022 NFL Draft. With the first pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Travon Walker, defensive end out of Georgia, and he's been pretty good for them. He's been racking up 10 sacks this year and the year before. He didn't live up to the hype. And with the second pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Aidan Hutchinson out of Michigan. This guy was literally going to be Defensive Player of the Year until he got injured. So yeah, this was just a home run hit by the Detroit Lions, and which is a great pick by them. With the third pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. out of LSU, and he's just been a baller for the Texans. Great corner. He's been racking up great ball production, 5 interceptions this year and the year before. So he's just been a baller for them, and I think it was just a great pick for the Texans. I give this grade a A-B+ range. Yeah, I think this top 3 draft class was pretty good. I think Travon Walker drags them down a little bit. And now we're on to the 2021 NFL Draft, and with the first pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trevor Lawrence. It's kind of up in the air right now. He had a pretty meh rookie year, and then he had a really good sophomore year, and then his third season they were about to go to the playoffs, but I don't know what happened there, and now he's been injured, so we really don't know what's going to happen for Trevor Lawrence. We'll see what happens. Doug Peterson's probably going to get fired, and yeah, we'll see what happens for the Jaguars. Also, this video was recorded before week 18, so these stats might be changed, and this video might be up after any other head coaches are fired. So if I say anything, we'll see what happens. All right. And with the second pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select no other than the MILF man, Zach Wilson. He's just been garbage, just trash. He's on the Broncos now. I can't even say anything else. He's just trash. And with the third pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Trey Lance. He's not very good. He's on the Cowboys now, third QB. Yeah, so it's not very great. So if I had to give this draft top 3 a grade, I would give it probably a C- to a D+. Besides Trevor Lawrence, the QBs just suck. We don't know. None of them turn into all pro QBs, Pro Bowl QBs. Trevor Lawrence for 1 season, but that's really it. So yeah, it was not really good top 3 draft class. And now we're on to the 2020 NFL Draft. In the first pick of the 2020 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Joe Burrow out of LSU. I mean, this guy is just great for the Bengals. Franchise QB, it's just the defense is obviously selling them. They honestly should have made the playoffs. He's just had a great year. I mean, I can't even, it's self-explanatory. I mean, he's an all-pro QB, top 3 QB in the league, MVP season right now. Got to the Super Bowl. I mean, there's not much I can say. In the second pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins football team commanders, whatever the hell you call it, I don't know, selected Chase Young out of Ohio State. I mean, this guy had a dominant rookie year, and then, he got injured, and then just low-key fell off a little bit. I mean, he's been decent for the Saints. I mean, he's been decent. I mean, I think he could have been better if he never got injured, but honestly, I don't know what to say anymore. With the third pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select cornerback Jeff Okudah. And this pick is a pick where the Lions fans hope to forget about. I mean, Jeff Okudah, he played 9 games in his rookie year. He suffered a hamstring injury in training camp. Then he plays 1 game and he allows a touchdown on that in 1 play, and he gets injured. And after that, he played the season, and he wasn't great, but he wasn't good, so he was meh. And the year after that, he got traded to the Atlanta Falcons, only for a 3rd-round pick, which shows how much he was, meh to the team, you know? And then he finished his rookie contract there, and then is now a member of the Houston Texans. And now we're on to the 2019 NFL Draft. And with the first pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select QB Kyler Murray, which kicked off the Kyler Murray and the Cliff Kingsbury era in Arizona. And Kyler Murray had a really good rookie year, throwing for 3,700 passing yards, and he won himself the Offensive Rookie Year award. Then he threw for 4,000 yards the next year, racking himself 26 touchdowns and 800 rushing yards. But in Arizona, people may say that, he's not been very good. But thing is, I don't really blame him that well because, the Cardinals are a really bad organization that stunted his growth, no pun intended, as a player. So, we'll see what comes next to him. He really needs weapons and needs to stop playing Call of Duty. So, yeah. And with the second pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Nick Bosa, defensive end out of Ohio State. His rookie year was pretty good. He racked 9 sacks and played 16 games with a forced fumble and 2 fumble recoveries. And then, sadly, he got injured, which stouted him for the 2020 NFL season. But he came back in 2021 and racked up 15.5 sacks. And then he went back to 2022 and racked up 18.5 sacks in a Defensive Player of the Year. And then the next few seasons, he racked up 10.5 sacks and 9 sacks. And we'll see what's next for him, but this was a great pick by the 49ers. With the third pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Quinnen Williams, D tackle. And honestly, he had a really not great rookie year, statistically speaking, but in 2022, he broke out, went first-team All-Pro. He had a monster year, and honestly, he's stout against the run, great pass rusher, and he just has a great D tackle for the New York Jets. I give this draft grade of the top 3 picks a good A-. Kyler Murray, great player. I think he's a good QB if you just really give him weapons. Nick Bosa is obviously Nick Bosa. He's a good edge rusher, great edge rusher. And Quinnen Williams is a very good defensive tackle. So I give this an A-. They're all Pro Bowl players, caliber players. So yeah. And now we're on to the 2018 NFL Draft, the final draft, and then I'm going to stop this video. So the first pick in the 2018 draft, the Cleveland Browns select QB Baker Mayfield. This man was an absolute dog in college. So his rookie year, he had a pretty decent rookie year, throwing for 27 touchdowns and 14 picks. And then his sophomore year, he threw 22 touchdowns to only 21 picks. That's not very good. And then the Browns eventually decided to get rid of him, ship him off to the Panthers for Deshaun Watson. And he became the 3rd-string QB there. And then he signed with the Bucs and had an amazing comeback story. Right now, on the Bucs, they just clinched the playoffs. So, honestly, he had a great comeback story. And it was honestly, I mean, it was a good pick by the Brown. It was a good pick by the Browns, but they messed him up. But as a player, he was a good player. With the second pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants select running back Saquon Barkley out of Penn State. And this is self-explanatory. If you just don't know who Saquon Barkley is, come on, bro. Come on. People who don't even watch football know who he is. And this man in his rookie season had 2,000 scrimmage yards. And then his sophomore season, he had another 1K rushing yard season. But it kind of sucked for him in his third year where he was out. He only played 2 games. And then his fourth season, he only rushed for 593 yards. And then he came back the year after that, where the Giants went 9-7-1 and rushed for a good 1,300 yards. And then he had a decent, he just got injured that following year. But now on the Eagles, I don't know why the Giants did not re-sign him and pay Daniel Jones that much money. But he has 2K rushing yards right now. He's just a beast. I mean, he could have been qualified for MVP, but only QB's gonna win it. But yeah, Saquon Barkley, man. And with the third pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select QB Sam Darnold. So Sam Darnold had a not great rookie season, having a 77 rating, throwing for 17 touchdowns and 15 picks. And then his sophomore year, he had a much better sophomore year, 19 touchdowns and 13 picks and 84 rating. However, that following year, 9 touchdowns to 11 picks, and then the following year after that, 9 touchdowns to 13. That's his first season as a Panther and became a backup. Then 7 touchdowns to 3 picks as a backup as well. And then now on the 49ers, he was a backup as well, threw for 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. And then now on the Vikings, this man just made a big comeback. And now taking over J.J. McCarthy, he threw for 35 touchdowns and 12 picks. So now he named himself as a great starting quarterback, an MVP candidate this year. And he's just very good this year. We'll see what happens in the playoffs, though. But I think that he'll probably get starter money. I think J.J. McCarthy will start for the Vikings next year, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to give the 2018 NFL Draft, the top 3 picks, a grade of A. I think that Sam Darnold's a baller now, Baker Mayfield's a baller now, and Saquon Barkley. So, yeah. So here are my rankings for the top 3 picks in the drafts. I have 2018 NFL Draft as the best one for the top 3, and then 2019, then 2020, then 2022, then 2023, and the worst one is 2021 with Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and Trey Lance. I mean, that was just not very good. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Comment what video ideas I should do next. So yeah, peace out.